Alright guys, welcome back to JB's. We're going to call this JB's RC Garage. So this last time, my last video, I showed you all the upgrades I did on this car right here. Well, today, I'm going to show you how to start this car up when it hasn't been started up in over a year. So, this is the body I had on it. This is the body I used to, since it's got all the holes, it gives it air. All the fancy bodies I have on the other side are all closed up, so they're not really made to actually run the nitro engine in it. But we're gonna take off the body, and I'll show you some tips on how to get this thing started when it hasn't been started in over a year. So yeah, so last time I showed you I put a new engine in, I got a new exhaust, new electronics and everything. So the first step you need to do, since it's been sitting for over a year, first you need to replace the batteries in the car and in your controller. See, in the RC, this Fortec, the batteries for the actual car are in this little container right here in the car right here. So first step is to change those AA's, which I already did, and put them in there, and change the batteries in your controller here. Right after you do that, you need to make sure the batteries actually still work, So you always turn on your controller first, especially for if you have an electric car, but it's always a good habit to turn on your controller first. Then turn your car on to make sure all your electronics are working. So that's lit up. Their receiver's lit up. So I'm gonna make sure all the wheels. So the wheels are working. That's good. And then your throttle right here. Make sure that's working. See, that's working. So the electronics are working. That's a good start. So first tip, make sure your batteries are good. So, okay, now turn off the car. Turn off your receiver. The next step is, first you're going to need a few tools here. You need an igniter for your glow plug. I'll show you how that works in a minute. You need your tool here to be able to take the glow plug out of your car and test it. And you need a tube like this, which I'll show you as a tip on how to actually prime your car to get it ready to get started. So the first thing we'll do, or second thing we'll do, you want to make sure your glow plug is working. So what you need to do is get the controller or the igniter here, get your glow plug, and you want to see it lit up. Do you guys see that? You want to see it lit up. You put it in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So that could be a bad one. So that's why you need to check these. Make sure. See how that lit up? So that's good. So you want to make sure your glow plug is good. If it lights up, it catches fire. See that right there? That's good. And this other one I thought was good too, but I guess obviously it's not. So see, that one's lit up too. So they're both good. So you want to make sure your glow plug's good. That's good. First step. Your glow plug's good. So you replace it. I already put one in here. I'm not going to take it out because it's kind of a pain. You take it out here, replace your glow plug, put it back in, tighten it back up, you're good to go. Third thing, there's a tip on your fuel. Make sure you got pretty much brand new fuel. If it's over an year old or whatever like that, and you try to put it in your car, it's not going to light up. So what you need to do is make sure you got good fuel, good spark plug, good batteries. And once all that's good to go, the last thing you're going to do is you want to prime your fuel into your carburetor. See, last year I put the new engine in here. I already broke the engine in. I ran it through like 4 different tanks. Once you run it through 4 tanks at like quarter speed, it's pretty much broken. You don't ever want to put a brand new engine in and go full throttle the first time you do it, because you'll destroy your engine and destroy your car. So see how there's no fuel in here? You want to prime your car to start before you can start your car up. So a tip that I got for you is, why is my phone so hot for? Is what you want to do is take off the tube out of your exhaust pipe right here. Okay. Most people blow into it, but I would not recommend blowing into this because it's fuel and it will burn your lips. So this is why I got the extra tube right here. This tube. I don't know if you can see it. But I'm gonna put the tube onto this tube and blow in it. Then I'll blow the fuel into this fuel line. I'll see if I can do it and show you. You don't. So now the fuel's in the fuel line right here now. So what you want to do is go back, reconnect your tube to the exhaust. Reconnect your exhaust pipe to the car. And it should be good to go. So now there's fuel in here now. Exhaust pipes back together. And the car should be ready to be started now. So I already put fuel in it. Got glow plugs good. Electronics are good. So first, we turn on. Another tip on the carburetor, I'll do another video on how to actually adjust that, because it's kind of a pain. If you do it right, you adjust it right and get the good fuel, it's either you're going to be rich or lean, but you want to make it so when you pull the throttle, or when you pull the starter here, that the car will idle and not take off or drown or flood or whatever. So I got it just perfect, just right. It's been sitting out in the garage for a week, but that should be fine. But it should still idle if it's still the correct way. So these are the old tires, see? I got new tires on it. So the car is ready to go. First, you always start the controller, turn the electronics on, put your glow plug igniter on. If it works right, it should start up in 1 or 2 pulls. If it connects. shut it off. When you shut it off, all you do is put your finger under the exhaust. See? That's all there is to it. 2 pulls, it started up after sitting for over a year. So if you follow those tips I just showed you, you should have no problem starting up. This is the Fortec nitro, but this should be the same concept in your other nitros. So if you guys got any comments and tips for me, just let me know. But that's how you start the car up after sitting for over a year with a brand new engine and everything else. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. I mean, maybe you got some tips for me. So I appreciate you guys watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.